This has trample. Let's go. Let's go. Because then we will get a 2 mana. 8-2. And I think that's a good start. Oh yes. I told you. I told you. And now everything is stopped. And this one is indestructible. It's also a 7th. Man, this is the worst split up in history of Magic. Oh, Etali. Oh my god, can I play this? Yes, Etali already. I'm not risking it. We are just playing Etali and seeing what happens. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today deck we all knew has to happen. I know you guys were waiting for it, and with the new dinosaurs, the Regal Imperiosaur most of all, we have to test the new dinosaurs and see how they perform. We also have the other new one, Agonasaur Rex. This is a 5 mana 8/8, but with trample as one of the few of those, bulky stats. This one deals a lot of damage to the face thanks to trample, and you can also cycle it as a protection spell, and it also puts 2+1/+1 counters, and of course because it's cycling you get the card back. So this is the upgrades to the deck. We'll test it, and oh boy, I know we are all excited for some dinosaurs in our lives, so I hope you'll have a lot of fun, and today we will have quite a lot of action, so I hope you will have a great day. So yeah, enjoy. The opponent goes first. Okay, alright. And this is Roots deck. Okay. This could be very interesting. It won't be easy to outvalue them with Bloodgust. Yep, here we go. Obviously we'll go with the elves first. This will be huge. Do they have roots on turn 2? That's always a huge difference, because this deck works way better with roots because the whole deck is built around it. They don't have it. Alright. That's a nice sequencing, I have to say. And let's see. Oh my god, really? Second gust already? That's so good, man. I played the land this game. So we are in some real trouble right now. And we also don't have 3-drop Overlord, sure. And they will play a land, huh? I know you have one in the hand. And they also played the Expert. But what is the Exhaust? Well, you just take the damage. What can you say? Being on 10 is a huge deal, so let's not get there. We could start removing creatures. That would be very useful. Let's go for this guy. Let's start killing some of the creatures. Let's go for this one. And Gorehound, because it gets no value from being in the graveyard. It's the only creature. We decline. And I honestly think we have to swing. It's not like we're defending against Bloodgust anyway. We need to kill them while we can. Oh, they have this guy. Haste on everything. I think we will literally have to raise them and try to kill them faster than they can kill us. We could go for Dracosaur, but now it's actually super slow. I think we won't die, right? This has trample. Let's go, because then we will get a 2 mana 8/2, and I think that's a good start. Oh yes, definitely this guy. Do we go with this, or do we defend? I want to be aggressive. If they double trade, I'm fine with it. Okay. Alright, this is a good deal for us. Even though we trade, we dealt so much damage and they have no board, and those Bloodgust cannot defend as well. I think we should be winning this. We have one removal as well. But we can play Dracosaur. Well, we don't have the Yearling, so I guess it doesn't matter. Alright. That's fine. Man, this is so close. I think we go with this. With Dracosaur, they have to spend next turn on removal, otherwise they cannot keep up. Like, this card is borderline broken. Like, whenever you play this, you usually win in 2 turns if they don't kill it. Alright, Bloodgust, without haste at least. And this has flying, so it will be way easier to hit their face. We can play this, remove a blocker. Yeah, they're getting closer. They can exhaust everything. But they don't really have good payout yet. I think we'll be winning this. The Bloodgusts are amazing. Let's see how hard they will attack. Don't forget we have first strike, so they actually don't get anything from attacking with the expert. Alright. I think we won. We just need to kill one creature. And they played all the mana. So we kill this guy. It doesn't really matter, but it's better to kill this one. It's a little bit harder for them to get it back. And we don't really care about those cards. The game is kinda over. So, we could also play this. No, we need to play exactly this guy. Just for this being a removal. We keep this guy, because I like this one. We pay 2. I go this, you don't want to mess it up. You don't want to mess it up. And it's 8 damage. And that's enough. I told you, we need to go quick. On the next turn, I think we would lose, because those Bloodgusts already have haste. Alright, so our opponent is playing Overlord Zur Atraxa deck. Basically, everything there. And we will try to ramp on the next turn. So, a little bit slow start on the draw from our side. We could already be, you know, spamming 3 drops if we're on the play with correct ramp. But we have very good potential for the next turns. We absolutely play Gorge while we can. And now we can do some real magic. Honestly, we'll go with the Raptor. Yep, that's the play. That's the play. So I hesitated because I'm counting turns to Sunfall, basically. I don't see up the Beanstalk, so even if they have Sunfall, it's not as amazing deal for them. But I don't really want to lose Dracosaur. This card is amazing. Alright, let's see the play. The Blue Overlord. The first of many. And we can deal some nice damage. We could try to go for this guy. Oh, Etali. Oh my god, can I play this? Yes, Etali already. I'm not risking it. We are just playing Etali and seeing what happens, because we can actually hit a lot of good stuff. Oh boy, let the Sloth roll. Yearling, sure. That's not like the most impressive hit from my opponent's deck, but I'll take it. I'll take it. So that's... oh, they have a smite, but they cannot pay the ward. So they gave up exactly what is one of the cards. And we will see. They need to sweep this board, and they have double white on turn 5. Do they have the one card that saves them? Split up. Split up is not as good here. We also know that means they don't have Sunfall, because Sunfall was clearly better. So, that's an interesting one. I really want to go with this. We could also go with Dracosaur. Then we play the land, and then we try to... alright, I like it. I think this is good play. Because if we can untap with this, this is so good. Alright. We cannot attack with the elf. I'll be honest, this is a huge giveaway what we have. I'll still take it. And of course, I could put the counters on something, but it's not worth it. Like, it's more about protecting creature than just 2 extra damage. So basically, if they split up, we can protect the creature. They will go for untapped ones. So this is a huge turn. I think they should be done. I think we should win this, but we'll see. There are some cards that prevent it. And Overlord will flip a little bit late. Man, this is all with pretty huge miss from Etali. Untapped. I told you, and now everything is tapped. And this one is indestructible. It's also a 7th. Man, this is the worst split up in history of Magic. Oh, I feel for my opponent. Now we can play the Imperiosaurus, and this is what, 12? 14 damage. So they need removal, but this one is indestructible, and this is the one they want to remove. This one has ward. Oh boy, I tell you, they have no outsword. Alright, let's see. We have a lot of 3 mana dinosaurs, so that's always a good one. And we can start with elves, and we even have removal for something that our opponent will inevitably play. Chomp is, like, with those 3 drops, it's actually so good at, like, killing demons and stuff, because we can deal 6 damage very easily. So, let's see. What is the matchup? You could say it's a mirror, but let's be honest, it's not a mirror. It probably is mono-red with few green protection spells. So I think they're considering whether to kill elves right now, or, you know, or save it. We will go with this guy. We might get mana screwed, but we have different dinosaurs, so we can go for it. It's interesting, if they have removal, they should go for the elves. That will help a lot, even on defending. Seed of Hope. Also, it's Delirium deck, alright. So it's a little bit different. It's a little bit slower. But also, you know, hits very hard in, like, the mid game when they activate Delirium. So we need to kill them fast and we need to be aggressive. Chomp will be absolutely amazing. I'm a little bit scared that I won't be able to play my dinosaurs. Inti. Alright, one of their main enablers. I think we have to be aggressive here. I think we really have to. Let's go, Imperiosaur. Show them the true power of a 7/7 3-drop. That's how we do it. Alright, I was like, why did I hit for 7 and they are at 15? Well, this gives life, right? Alright. Attacking with Inti will be a bit hard for them, because we have a 5/4. And they probably really want to attack. They don't have Delirium, so they don't have haste on the Scarecrows. Alright, let's see if they can activate it with 1 card. Nope. 3 out of 4, and the Expert. But what are their exhaust effects? They probably play the Cauldron there. Okay, so this is like a Cauldron loot deck probably. We don't see the blue, but they don't need it. Alright, so this is kinda important. We need to start killing them extremely quickly. 12 damage. We can deal so much on this turn. So much. I think maybe we just go for double... Oh, we cannot double red. We have only 1 red mana. That's a rough one. Fear of missing out shouldn't kill us. I think we can take 1 more turn. I think we just kill Inti so they cannot discard easily. But they will probably hit something with Beastie at the upkeep, so they probably will get free Delirium. But what can we do here? What can we do? I could go for this guy and try to hit even harder. This is a 3/4. I mean, it trades very nicely. 1 red is such a problem here. I honestly think we go like this. But do we cure Fear of Missing Out or Inti? That's the huge, you know, problem. They have a creature. Yep. I think we go for Inti, honestly. Let's go like this. Very awkward turn, not my favorite. We only had hard choices, but I think this is still the best one. Now they also cannot like double block, so they cannot kill Imperiosaur, even if they have like good follow-up in hand. And we need to kill them because we're at 19, so whatever they will activate probably won't hit on this turn for 19. And we need to make sure that the next turn they are dead. If we had like 1 red mana extra, we would just double chomp or go for this into chomp, which would be perfect. And they would also be dead if they didn't block. But this mana made us, you know, a little bit wonky on the turn. I think we should still win. They already have 4 out of 4. But they are under too much pressure, I think. Exhaust. Okay, that's fine. That's a lot of damage, but it's not enough. Alright, so they are preparing to defend, and this chomp will be how we win. So right now they do not have space to play around our oh, this also untaps, right? But it can attack again. Sure, let's see. 6 damage. This could be interesting. If they keep this for blocking, that's actually a problem, but we drew the right card. Right? Yeah, because now we can get extra attacker, and then we can chomp. Man, I have to say, this was way closer than it should. We actually don't pay. I mean, I could, but that means less attack. And we go for what? This guy. It's a 3/3. This one goes back. Let's go. I want to not mess it up, because we have this game won, and we full swing. And they have 2 blockers, and we have 3 attackers in reality. So you can see how close it was. On the next turn we would probably be dead, honestly. Alright, our opponent is going first, and we have a lot of dinos, and they will haste into our opponent's face. Let's go for this one, shall we? Yeah, I think we could start with this. I would try to go with this guy. Because we have so much stats that if this survives, it won't. Let's be honest, it's Helix. But if it survives, it instantly hits for 6 basically on every dinosaur. And if it dies, it's still fine. It's still fine. Oh, Get Lost. Get Lost is better for us. I expected Helix that would hit it perfectly. Caretaker stance, so it's like Boros control. I mean, let's go. Let's go. A huge dinosaur once, please. This probably will die to Get Lost, but if they have like damage-based removal, they might be in some trouble. Alright. Now we'll start getting some good value here. We could double remove and then swing. Oh, this is so tempting, but they can Sunfall on the next turn. And I mean, it's fine. Let's go. Let's go. We should have enough red mana. We probably won't get too many good targets. So this should be absolutely fine. The Overlord might be a bit of a problem, but you know what? I want my dinosaurs to hit hard. And we know that they can't remove anything. So as long as we have a dinosaur, the Hammerskull can hit face every turn. So yeah, we'll see. I really hope for no... Oh my god, this pet. This pet is the loudest pet ever. Alright. Split up. Alright, very close to Sunfall. It's actually a little bit better even. But now we can use those map tokens. We probably need to close the game before this flips. This will be a huge problem. Let's go with this guy. We have a long way to go. Alright. Again. I mean, it's something. Let's use it. Let's use it. We can double 3-drop on the next turn, so it's not the best card. I would prefer something else, but, you know, it does the job. Kinda. And maybe we can force trade with the Overlord. We'll see. Okay, they're drawing cards. Okay, alright. That's good. So basically 4 mana, draw a card. But it's impending. Let's go. I will play both, basically. Yep. 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 Oh boy. We give them a little bit of life, but if they don't have a sweeper, it will hurt on the next turn and they cannot block with the might. So that's already 8 damage to the face. We have 20 power in the board. But is that enough? I smell a Sunfall. Alright, cool. So now we need something that isn't a land from the top. I knew it would be land from the top. Our opponent is going first. Sure, sure. But we have elves and some of the fast lands. Let's see if Burst Lightning is on the table. No. Being on the draw against red is like a death sentence, but maybe we can make it work. We actually want to defend a little bit more. So let's throw this one under the bus. It's a little bit weaker than this guy, so you want it on the defense. If they pump with monsters, right, they really absolutely want to attack with this. So if you make a very good blocker that completely like destroys their idea for attacking, you get so much value. Like they don't want to waste this. Yep. Oh, I still need to see a creature that attacks. Does it have haste? No. See? They didn't get the token, they didn't attack. That's huge. That's actually insanely huge. And I think we ramp with this guy. We cannot block with this. This is too important. So we could try to wait one more turn. They really want to, you know, maximum speed this. Okay, I will risk it. I will try to be more controlish, because with Dracosaur with 5/5 first strike that draws 3 cards a turn basically, in total, with your normal draw, it's very easy to outvalue basically every deck. So you can try to be a little bit more defensive, because you will get this insane power later. What is the card? Haste. That's fine. Go for the big guy. They attack, so they get still some free trade. But that's okay, that's okay. Now we have all the mana in the world. So we have what? 4, 5, 7. We can either go for only Dracosaur, or we can go for 2 dinosaurs, which makes it so much better. I honestly think we go like this. It's actually worth it. And we also get extra blocker. So, yep. They cannot kill this, because first strike means that everything dies very easy. Alright, our opponent is going first, and oh boy, this hand is so wonky. Oh, we won't be aggressive deck on this one. So the plan is to try to go more into like value game and try to you know, get them out of the cards basically. We also might get mana screwed, so it's very rough. They probably will remove elves and play Annex, and then if we miss land we lose. So let's cross our fingers for a land from the top, because that's what we need. Slasher, potentially lethal on the next turn. That's still a little bit better than what I expected. And we really want to ramp, I think. I think we go like this. If they don't go Bloodletter, we don't block. And we don't attack here. So this is a rough spot, to be honest, but I can see us getting there. See? They always freaking have it. They always have it. Do we go 2 for 1, which is absolutely horrifying. With this draw we probably will lose anyway. It doesn't really matter. I can trade on the next turn with this, so I could kill the Bloodletter, but I don't have a huge dinosaur. And I need all the mana. I have to block. This sucks, man. This legit sucks. Oh, whatever you do, it's just bad. So my idea for this is to go Dracosaur. We could go for Imperiosaurus and then chomp this. Then they play another Bloodletter and we are forced to block and we lose. I think I will just gamble the game that they don't have removal, they will have removal, and I will scoop. So this is one of the plays that it wins if they don't have removal, it loses if they have. Like, that's it. So basically you cross the fingers for the right cards in their hand. Alright, they play the Slasher into a bat. So they will probably take the Chomp. And you know what? There might be a chance. Dracosaur is amazing at taking you back from behind, so there might be a chance we will probably get some dinosaurs for free, some treasures, some cards, and they took removal as expected. That's the right call. Interesting. They want to lose one of the creatures for free. I'll take it. Like, in 2 turns the game will be way more in our favor. Alright, so we got the dinosaur. I'll tell you, man, we are recovering. We are actually recovering. We could kill this and then kill something else as well. But I probably want to get the... Oh, yeah, 3 mana. 3 mana. So we have 3 mana open. 5, 6. This is a tapland, unfortunately. Yeah, we cannot play this into removal if we want to protect our stuff. I don't want to play this is way too slow. We could go for this, but it's not great. We need to win on the value here in this game. I will take a risk. We are going for this guy. We pay 2. 1 and 2. We use this dinosaur. We kill this bat. We get our cards that they stole from us, our precious. And we kill the Bloodletter. It also makes Annex a little bit worse. And we play the Gorge. And we chill on this turn. Because on the next turn, Dracosaur will give us card advantage that will win the game. Without Annex, this deck is very weak. Like without Annex, they cannot go for the long game. The difference between them having Annex in the board and not having it is just night and day. As you can see in their cards, and they have absolutely no options here. Sure. Like we can trade very comfortably. Another Chomp? Perfect. Okay, so we play land for sure. And now we want to be aggressive. We want to actually kill them very quickly. In like 2 turns. So we will Chomp for sure. Chompy. And I think we go for the Slasher. Because this is the only problem. This doesn't matter. Alright. And now we go for this guy into Hammerskull. Yeah, this should be good enough. Because we want to go for 2-turn lethal. We will actually win this. I didn't expect it, to be honest, but we will. And they have nothing, so we can full swing here. 10, 13 damage. Man, we actually did it. Well, those are the new dinosaurs. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll be honest, like, I think the biggest addition is Regal Imperiosaur. This card is so needed because if you ever play dinosaurs, you know that the problem is that you only have this Hammerskull for this like absolutely massive stats. And if you don't hit it, your dinosaurs become like way smaller, like even 4-drop is a 5-3. And now with this guy we actually have 8 of those, and that means your 3-drop is always extremely powerful, which is the reason I went with 6 like mana dorks. We have elves and the Lorekeeper. You could go for the 2 mana one, but then you cannot ramp directly into, you know, turn 3 play basically on turn 2. So I think 1 mana is the way to go. And I think the cool part about this deck is that, look, we have like 8 removal spells hidden in this deck. We have 8 3-drops that are extremely powerful, and I went with this twist of Hulking Raptor into Etali because I still think it's needed to have some, you know, huge end game for the decks that go a little bit too hard. You kind of need those extra cards, and Hulking Raptor is such a good ramp that you kinda need to use it in some way, and the card is amazing also because of the ward. So even if your opponent has Go for the Throw, they basically cannot be ahead in tempo, even with having a perfect answer. And of course 1 mana removal doesn't hit it. So I still like Raptor, it's one of the best cards. It also gets amplified with Imperiosaurus, so with 4 toughness it actually can start blocking some of the cards, especially if your opponent is tapped out completely just to swing all, you know. And before we talk about the Agonasaur Rex, the final new dinosaur. Huge thank you to all of our patrons for supporting the channel. Really appreciate it, guys. And I hope you had a great fun of the dinosaurs. And yes, the idea to go for the dinosaurs today came from patrons. So if you ever wanted to suggest a deck, that might be your out. Yeah, that was the breaking point. With this one, I'll be honest, guys. Even though the versatility is commendable, I didn't like this card one bit in this deck. Even though it's 5 mana, 8/8 with Trample. The Trample is a big part. It makes it so much better than those. Even though the stats aren't super huge, like here you pay 3 mana for 6/6, here you pay 2 extra mana for +2/+2 basically. But you get the Trample, and of course the cycling ability. However, with this deck you want to kill your opponent, and you cannot protect against sweepers because Sunfall is in the format, so Indestructible doesn't matter against, you know, control decks and stuff like this. There are so many exile effects, and against other decks you actually don't want to cycle cards, you want to put a 5/5 or 7/7 or 8/8 into the board so you can kill them. You have seen in games we played today how close it always was. It's like 1 turn between killing them and getting killed, because it's all aggro decks basically on of different like ranges basically. So I would not take it. However, the best dinosaur is as always Dracosaur. So if you want to make the deck better, in my opinion, remove all of those. Get this to 4 because this wins you the most games, and Imperiosaurus is definitely a great addition to the deck, and I would just go 4 of. It hits everything perfectly, and it also makes your 2-drops better. The only cool combination with the Rex is of course just playing it, so the Yearling becomes an 8/2. That's a nice play, but I think it's a little bit too little, too late, and 5 mana 8/8 is not enough to make an impact, and cycling is pretty expensive. If that was like 1 or 2 mana, of course that would be different, but it's 3 mana. That means you kinda need to stop playing dinosaurs for a full turn and hope that your opponent maybe plays something that will kill your creature. And yeah, like, it's just not hitting the spot for me. Especially that Dracosaur is so much better. It can instantly block with first strike, so that means you are not, risking your dinosaur. And if you end up with this, you usually win the game in like either this turn or the next one. And this one is just, sitting there with huge number. So cool dinosaur, but definitely not my favorite. This will be better. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you for watching as always, and see you guys tomorrow.